So hi there everyone, welcome back to another episode of my Marwell Manor Farming Simulator 19 series. My name's Leon and we're looking after you. And here, we're looking at one of our tractors organising, well, workers as well, ploughing our other field. You may ask why he's doing that. Well, I should have twigged when I installed the season mod. It told me it was resetting the fields back to their original state, that this seeded field had actually gone to a harvested field, so it didn't actually have all the work we've done on it. So I'm having to replow. Well, I thought since we're gonna have to re-sow it and everything, I'm gonna plow it and everything now to try and make it as valuable as possible. So yeah, we've got this one going. It's been going for a couple of hours and it's got quite a few more hours still to go. I had hoped to be able to fertilise the other field, but at the moment it won't let me fertilise it either. So that one's on hold as well at the moment. And I thought I'm not just going to watch it play over. We'll do it. I've put these tanks of seed and fertiliser over here. As well, just to save us going up to the shop all the time. So we've kind of got the things that we're using on site. It does cost slightly more than going up the shop, but will save us a lot of time eventually. And the trailer I was using for the lime is in there loaded with fertiliser. As I said, did try to get the other field done. But I thought, right, what are we going to do in the meantime? And I need to kind of make some money, because loading up all that fertiliser costs us quite a bit. So we're going to go down here, we're going to load a piece of equipment, and then we're going to go and start on something else. So join me after the intro and we'll go grass cutting. So yeah, we're going to go over, we might as well do it while we've got a chance. As this, my plan is we'll cut the grass and then we'll bale it up. We'll probably have to tether it as well, so we'll probably lease a tether to do it. But we're going to go here. Because this is our grass field. And we are going to use Courseplay because I'm kind of getting a bit more used to it. So it's field work, course generation, field 19. Hang on a minute, let me just do this. What's its working width? 4.3 meters. Is it that one? No. Right, let's try that. Force generation. We'll set it to 4. We don't need it to do islands on this one, I don't think. Let's have a look what the course would be. Right. We'll do first waypoint. Get them started. So it's going to take him a little bit of time. But that just adds all to the fun of it all. As I said, we will tether it so that it's all in neater piles. And what that will then do is allow us to then go around with the baler. Now, my hope is, if I do this right, and I save the course from the tetherer, I should then be able to put the baler on pretty much an automatic run. So you definitely don't, this field's definitely not straight, because it's but yeah, let's cue some music and let's get some grass cut. So we've jumped in and taken over for the last little bit, because as you may have noticed, there's been a couple of issues on the kind of last little bit, and this is all that's left. So we're going to take it over and just do this last little chunk. It's taken quite a while, and of course you won't get to see the whole thing. I wouldn't put you through that, but of course we've sped it up and put it to a bit of music. Yeah, it's a bigger field than you realise. There we go, I think that's it all. Right, let's get rid of this. So, we're going to take this down, drop it off back in the shed. It'll be a while before, well, it'll be a few days before we use it again. Probably this field probably would get a different lawnmower. You need probably with this, you know, to do fields like this, you need a bigger one. I mean, this field is huge. Right. Let's just zip back to the farm. We're also going to have a check on the gentleman doing the ploughing. He's probably still got quite a bit to do. Put that down there. Right. I'm going this way anyway because we're going to go and nip up to the shop. Got a few bits of tidying up I can see to do here. I'll have to go down this edge a couple of times. Let's cheat and have a jump into him. He's still got 4 hours of ploughing to do. Oh, look at all that. Still all that to do. This plough's tiny. Hope he's got some decent track music in that vehicle. Because if not, it would take a while. But yeah, we're gonna nip up to the shop. We need a tedder next. Listen, we just kind of need to make sure that we get enough bales to pay for a tedder and put some money back into our bank. We've still got to do lime, and we've still got to reseed and fertilise the field. Right. So I'm probably just going to lease one, unless it's stupidly cheap. Which it could be. Mowers, tedders. No, it's a windrower. What's a tedder used for again? Turns grass. It's tempting at this point, but I think we'll just be going making grass bundles. It's 8.5 meters wide, 9. He's only 9.1. That's 30,000. Or 1,500 to lease. Yeah, we're going to lease one of those. Oh, actually, hang on a minute. Want to check. Oh. Leased items 9.3. So if we set it for 9 meters, right. Let's get this back up, because this will then put it into roads, which then we could then. And we would definitely get more for turning it into hay, but ain't got the time for that at the moment. So, yeah. I mean, we could have just leased a big forage wagon, gone over it once, picked it all up, and then just taken it and dumped it that way. Oh. But I think baling it is definitely the way forward for us. I'm thinking of doing some fuel and some potential maintenance on these vehicles soon. Right. Let's clear that course. Field work. Course generation to 9. Turn that to 3 this time. Trying to make it so there's like less. Yeah, we'll do it that way. We want that one to start. That's that. Let's see how he gets on. Of course, what we'll do is we'll use the same course for the baler, because that means it should follow pretty much well, it should follow the exact same route. it picks up everything. What I didn't notice was how long it said it was going to take. About 45 minutes. So yeah, this is definitely going to be probably quite a musical episode, because as I said, we're going to be, I want to make sure we get this field done right. So let's cue some more music and let's see how he gets on with the tethering. We're back just as the worker gets to the end of this field. I kept at the start of this, just before the music, I called it tethering. He's not. He's windrowing. Tethering is what I couldn't do because it would cost us more money, and also the fact that it not being dry probably wouldn't have helped either. But yeah, I think he's just got the one more last little bit to do. We've got to not touch the path because we're going to have to use it again. Right, that's it. There we go. Stop driver. We'll disconnect that, and we'll return that. No point paying it for any longer than we have to. Right, close that. Let's go and get the bale up. So that's the whole field, and he did it rather well. I mean, it looks good, and it's something we could actually do in the weather. So I mean, it's hopefully a few days. I think a few more days to grow, and the grass will grow back again. And hope this will maybe then become a way of making some nice, easy money. I'm wondering, do we own that bit of land there? Let's have a look. Lands. Yeah, we do. So that's a bit of ours. Okay. So potentially we've got somewhere we could put chickens in that. Right, let's get the bale up. And the idea was we're going to send it over the same course automatically. Is it in this one? Yep. So let's swing that round. We're doing for yeah, we're okay fuel wise. Just over half a tank left. We're nearly at. Yeah, missed the flaming ton. There we go. Drive course. Continue. Okay, stop. Right, let's save the course. We're in field 19. 19, 9 metre grass. Right, clear. Field work. No. Do that one. Right, come on, work. Oh, I think that's working. We finished off the last bale. And I'd definitely say that looks like a grass bale. How long is it going to say it's going to take to do this? 41 minutes. Right, ignore the first bale, but look, there we go, there's grass bales. Oh, I'm so chuffed that that's actually working. So if you use the same course as you use for the windrower, I mean, you could technically have it so that the lawnmower was on the front of the thing, cutting it and windrowing it at the same time, but you'd probably use a different lawnmower setup for that, which we'll maybe do in the future. And if we had another tractor, we could actually have got the trailer and actually be already going round picking up all these bales. But unfortunately, the other tractors in use and is going to be busy for another few hours. But that's a good start. So we're going to end off this episode there. What we'll do is we'll come back in the next episode and we will have a look at what sort of money we got for this, try and get the other fields finished off potentially. Maybe if we got enough money, maybe start looking at chickens. We're going to try and come up with some ways to have money coming in when we're not doing anything. But at the moment, the thing is we're still no loan, and this could potentially generate quite a bit of money. But if you've enjoyed it and want to see more, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, or if you haven't already done so, leave your comments below. But until the next episode, bye bye for now.